shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Down. Fight, 60.
Throwing first play is Lance.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How about the defense there trying to set the tone of the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing the tone for this one.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down.
Lance looking to throw it.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Back deep, a former Golden Bear from nearby Cal, Deshaun Jackson. Taken from just outside the 30. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40.
That's out wide for Palmer.
So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Gonna throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now it's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Ready.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of 3, second down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
On the move past the 40.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Now Lance. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And Lance again going to keep it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
And Lance going to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Unbelievable. And they'll accept that penalty.
Automatic first down.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
And Lance now to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tate. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They run straight ahead with Snell, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance on the keeper.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall.
And the 49ers are an extra point away.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is
So
reversed.
take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Snell.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away
From the 6.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Well, security eluded him. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that...
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 40, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they will be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is going to be 49er football.
Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready, go. Ready.
On the handoff, it's Snell. He'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Dancing to his left. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Looking for Kttn, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance.
Being chased out left. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
He finds his target, Allen. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Blue strike.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Working with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Lance.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Here's Lance.
Flush to his right. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Lance.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, they'll throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Eckler now between the tackles.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Herbert's throw taken in by Samuel.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play. Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a throw here to his running back.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Set, put, set, go. Ready.
Second down, here's Davis Price.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And Lance again going to keep it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Lance looking to throw it.
It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Lance now on 1st down.
Buying time to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Go. Ready?
Back to throw. Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Lance. He's got it to Hilton.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The kick by Gold is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that
means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Williams brings it in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively.
And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Okay, right.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance completes it to Hilton. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Lance looking to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Finding Tate. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Lance back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Lance. And Allen's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Meanwhile, Lance's throw here pulled in by Hilton. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And out of bounds right around the 20. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulated right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Desperation time here. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle. They'll wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all